Hi, my name is Dee Williams, and I show entrepreneurs and professionals just like you how to start and scale your very own niche recruitment and staffing business. And this video is all about the niche. And when I say it's all about the niche, we're going to talk about what niche spaces, what niche positions, what niche titles are hot for you to recruit in today if you're interested in starting your own niche recruitment and staffing business. And we are going to talk about the numbers. That's right. Let's talk about the numbers and what it takes to actually bring this business to life. So are you ready is the big question. We're going to have a lot of fun. So sit back, relax, and get ready. It's about to be on. All right, when you get a chance, please take a moment and come to my channel and click subscribe. And there should be a little bell that's somewhere around there that has a little reminder. Make sure you click on the bell for the reminder. Make sure you use that bell reminder so you always be notified when I am going live or when I upload a video. Of course, you don't want to miss that. We're just getting revved up on our Instagram page, so do us a little favor and give us some support and follow us on IG. Yes. All right. I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff on there. Good training on the fly. You'll absolutely love it. Then, of course, if you want to hang out with me on IG, I am always on fire. I'm at Your D Williams, and our Facebook page is always popping. But we also have a free to the public Start a Staffing Biz Facebook group for you to join and hang out with other folks that are looking to start a staffing business but haven't decided that they want to hang out with me specifically. That's okay. You can still come around. Lots of great stuff for you here too. Okay, so I know you are so fired up and ready. Like, come on, D, give it to me now. I can't take another moment. Okay, so I'm here for you. That's what this is all about. So let's talk about the why. Why a niche recruitment and staffing business? The staffing industry has been growing nearly 2 times faster than the economy since the end of the Great Recession. Is that not insane? That's a reason why. Why? The global staffing industry generated $490 billion in revenue worldwide in 2018, growth of 5% compared to the previous year, according to a new report by the staffing industry analysts. The global staffing industry market estimates and forecasts. This was updated May 2019, but revenue growth is expected to decelerate to 4% this year. So listen, we're already in 2019, going into 2020. Opportunity is here for you. Now, the U.S. staffing market will rise by 3% in 2019 to reach $152 billion. Revenue in the U.S. temporary staffing market is projected to go 3% this year, $152 billion in revenue, according to the new U.S. staffing industry forecast released by staffing industry analysts. SIA also noted a headwind created by scarcity of labor supply. So we're just in this new year, in this 2019 year, going into 2020. But do we have opportunity? Are you drooling at the mouth yet? Say yes. Are you ready? Say yes. Okay, let's keep going. Now, the global healthcare staffing market size is likely to reach $44.65 billion by 2025, based on a new report by Grandview Research. And the IT staffing market size is to reach around $39 billion by 2024, according to the latest market research report by Arizonton. So I'm here to tell you right now, if you're thinking, what? Recruitment and staffing, D, what are you talking about? It's not a viable business opportunity. I'm here to tell you, man, you don't even know what's going on out here. Of course it's a viable business opportunity. And trust and believe, more than 3 million temporary and contract employees work for America's staffing companies during an average week, according to the American Staffing Association, which is one of my favorite partners in the world. And during the course of a year, America's staffing companies hires nearly 17 million temporary and contract employees. That's right, opportunity is here for you, and I want to talk to you about it, and not from a large perspective, but I want to talk to you today about it from a very niche perspective, because it is so important. There are specific niche positions that you can recruit and staff for only, that will allow you to generate lots of income, impact so many lives, and seriously create social change, right? And be a true social influencer. So today, let's talk about it. The top 20 niche positions of 2019 and 2020. Oh yeah, it's about to be on. Okay, let's get started. Number 20, solar energy technician. Like wind energy, solar power will continue to be a major part of humanity's transition toward a clean energy future. The cost of solar energy keeps doors dropping year after year, so it's becoming much more affordable for businesses and homeowners. In cities all around the world, solar energy technicians are enjoying stable employment and a growing industry that makes a positive difference. The median yearly pay for this occupation was around $42,680 in 2018. In the US, about 30,000 solar technician jobs may become available over the decade from 2016 to 2026. This information came from trade-schools.net, and they listed this as the #1 career of the future. I don't know if this is my #1, but what I will say, it deserves to be on these top 20 lists, right? Okay, so really quickly, let's talk about the numbers and how much you have the ability to make if you decided to start your very own niche solar energy technician role. Now, as you can see here, the median pay for this occupation in 2018 was $42,680. Let's pull the calculator out. All right, so here we have the infamous calculator. Some people call it the Big Dream Staffing, Recruitment and Staffing Calculator. And I'm going to put the salary in here. It's $42,680. And I'm going to hit enter. And we typically charge somewhere between a 20 and 30% fee for all the work that we're doing. And we could talk about that in another video, because there's a lot of work that's involved in this business. And so it's so worth the fee that you're going to get paid. But let's talk about the money, because that's exciting right now, right? And that's what we're talking about today. So if you placed a candidate with a salary, a solar energy technician with a salary of $42,680, and charged your customer a 20% fee for finding that person, for securing that person, screening that person, for ensuring that person actually lands the role, you would receive a check for $8,536. Not bad, right? Well, let's take this a step further, because that's only on the direct hire side. You also have the contract side of the business. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to convert that salary, that $42,000 salary, and see what the hourly rate would be. So let's go do that now. All right, so I am here on Convert Units, and I'm just going to put the salary in, $42,680, and I'm going to hit go. And that equals up to $21.34 an hour based on working a 2,000-hour work week. Now we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the calculator, and we're going to add the bill rate, $21.34 an hour, into the temp side of the calculator, or the contract side of the calculator here. And if you go down and you'll look, you'll see we'll make somewhere around $1,401.61 per month, with one person on billing, just one person on billing per month. But if we get up to 25 people per month on billing consistently, then you'll make somewhere around $35,040 a month, around $500,000 a year. Not bad at all. So on the direct hire side, you would make $8,536 per placement. On the contract side, you would do somewhere around $1,400 a month with one temp, one contractor. And if you have up to 25, and of course you'll have much, much more, but if you can consistently keep 25 on billing, you'll do somewhere around $34,900 a month. Not bad for the solar energy technician, right? Woo! All right. Now, you can start a niche solar energy technician recruitment and staffing business. And all you have to do is to have and or build an entire network of these professionals. That means you've got to reach out to the good ones, the bad ones, and the absolutely freaking phenomenally amazing ones. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those specific industries. Then you're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role, right? Then you will provide the talent who can do the job and do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is 100% the solution. Number 19, the nurse practitioner. Everybody loves the nurse practitioner. I get so many calls about this. Listen, because of an aging and long living population, the healthcare system may have trouble keeping up with the growing influx of patients. Many regions could experience severe shortages of doctors. They'll need more non-physician health professionals with the ability to diagnose and treat patients with various acute and chronic conditions. Registered nurses who get the right kind of advanced education at the graduate level can become nurse practitioners and help fill that void. In 2019, the median yearly pay for nurse practitioners was about $117,000 a year. Between 2016 and 2026, they could benefit from about 144,000 job openings. Now, let's take that 117,000 to the calculator and see where we're going to go with this business. All right, we are here with the calculator on the direct hire side. We're going to add this salary in, 117,292 at a 20% fee. Your check, ta-da! $23,458.40 for finding, securing, screening, and guiding, counseling this candidate through the direct hire phase of your business. This is what you would make. Now, let's go see what it would look like on the contract side. Sometimes they're locums. Contract locums, pretty much the same thing. Let's go. All right, so we put a salary in here at $117,292. Let's go. We see that it's $58.65 per hour, $58.65. We're going to scroll down to the staffing side, $58.65. And with one nurse practitioner on billing, you're going to do somewhere around $3,800 a month. If you have 25 on billing all year, you'll do somewhere around $96,000 per month. Hello, do you hear me? That means direct hire, you make $23,000 around that much per placement. And on the temp and contract side, you're doing with one temp contractor, $3,800 a month with up to 25, $96,000 per month. And you're just getting started. You can start the talent, nurse practitioner recruitment and staffing. Your job is to build a reputable brand. All you have to do is focus on your job, and your job is to have or build an entire network of these professionals. The good ones, the bad ones, and the best ones. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those specific industries. Then you're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role, right? You will provide the talent who can do the job and do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Number 18, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business, the software developer. All right. Now, computers, robots, and mobile devices are useless without the well-engineered software that gives life to the sophisticated hardware it runs on. As the internet grows and machines get smarter and more connected to us and to each other, the need for talented software developers will definitely expand. Mobile app development especially is considered one of the best careers of 2020 and beyond. The median yearly pay for application software developers in 2018 was between $103,000 and $142,000. In fact, almost 1.2 million total job openings are projected to become available in the software development field between 2016 and 2026. Now, you make on the direct hire side between $20,000 and $28,400 per placement. And on the temp to contract side, you make between $3,000 and $4,600 a month. And if with one contractor and you get 25 contractors or more, you'll make somewhere between $85,000 and $116,000 per month. You can start a niche software development, recruitment, and staffing business. All right. Your job is to have a network or to build an entire network of these professionals, the good ones, the bad ones, and the absolute best software developers. All right. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those specific industries. Then you're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role, right? You will provide the talent who can do the job and who can do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is 100% the solution. Number 17. Now, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business, the physical therapist. Okay? Now, with more seniors in our communities, the need for physical therapy professionals will 100% increase. Many seniors end up requiring some form of physical rehabilitation, pain management, mobility assistance, or therapeutic treatment as they age. In 2018, the median salary for physical therapists was around $87,930. From 2016 to 2026, about 177,000 jobs may become available for physical therapists. An additional 147,000 jobs could open up for physical therapist assistants. So you see there's a lot of room to grow in this particular niche space. You make on the direct hire side of this business around $17,000 per placement. All right. On the direct hire side, on the temp or the contract side, for one contractor, you'll do about $2,800 a month. If you get 25 contractors on billing consistently, you'll do somewhere around $72,000 per month. Fire, right? Woo! I know that you're fired up about this right now. Listen, you can start a niche physical therapist recruitment and staffing business. You can do it. All right. Your job is to have a network of physical therapists or to build an entire network of these professionals. I mean, getting to know the good ones, the bad ones, and the absolute best ones. That's your job. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those specific industries. Then you're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role, right? So what type of companies hire physical therapists? And don't just say hospitals. Oh my gosh, come on now. Get with the program. What type of organizations, what type of companies hire physical therapists? Sports organizations hire physical therapists. Doesn't the NBA players and the golfers and all of those people need physical therapists? Schools need physical therapists, right? Private practices need physical therapists. There are universities. So don't just think hospitals, think outside the box, because there's a lot of opportunity out there for you with this niche space. Now, you will provide the talent who can do the job and do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Number 16, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business, the registered nurse. Dun, 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 dun. All right, now, in all likelihood, RNs will continue to be in high demand for decades to come, even if their roles change a little bit because of technology and medical breakthroughs. The median salary for RNs in 2018 was around $71,000 a year. In total, more than 2 million jobs are expected to become available for RNs between 2016 and 2026. That number shouldn't be surprising, though, given how quickly the senior population is growing in most regions. Now, before I get to the numbers, I have just like a small disclaimer here. Hold on. Let me get myself together because this is serious, okay? I have a small disclaimer here. We do not need another RN staffing agency just placing RNs as a whole. We have hundreds of those. We're not short RN staffing agencies. We're short RNs, okay? There's a shortage of RNs, not RN staffing agencies. Now, there is a shortage of RN staffing agencies that focus on specific segments of healthcare, right? So RNs that focus specifically on cardiac or specifically on OBGYN or specifically for the NICU. Now, there is a shortage of RN agencies that are niched out from that perspective. And I really feel like in the spirit of solving an issue or solving a business challenge, if we were to niche out those specific segments, it would be a lot easier for a staffing agency to be able to find an abundance of those nurses or to be able to have those because that's their sole focus versus all of these agencies out here saying we place healthcare or we place RNs and they still unable to find because they're all over the place. So if you're going to do an RN staffing agency, you need to niche within a niche within a niche. Like make it super specific and solely build your brand around that. That is my disclaimer for the RNs. I get more calls for RNs than anything else. Also, the other small disclaimer I want to say is if you are not an RN, don't do it. Okay? You want to be able to tap into your network as much as possible. Don't just dive into RNs because it's a shortage or because it makes a lot of money. Honestly, if you're not an RN, you're really not going to understand what's going on in this space, the challenges that are happening right now, and you're not going to have the network, and that means you'll be 10 steps behind everyone else that does. So only look at this niche space if you are an RN looking to transition in your career, or you're an entrepreneur who has a network of RNs and you want to be able to capitalize on the network and the market that you have. All right, now let's talk money. All right, let's talk money. So on the direct hire side, you can make about $14,000 per placement. Yes, $14,000 per placement. If you do an RN locums, locums, contract staffing, temp, however you want to call it, $2,300 a month with one contractor of about 25, you're looking at somewhere around $58,000 per month. You can still get fired up about the RN niche. That's what I'm talking about. You can get fired up. You can start a registered nurse recruitment and staffing business, and your job is to have and build a network of these professionals. I'm talking about the good RNs, the bad RNs, and the best RNs, okay? Within a specific niche space, not RNs as a whole, all right? Your job is to find specific industries, and that's what I'm talking about, niche spaces and industries. Like, again, this is another industry where education, the education industry hires RNs. The sports industry, sports entertainment and sports, they hire RNs. Airlines hire RNs. Cruise ships hire RNs. Schools hire RNs. Hospitals hire RNs. Home healthcare agencies hire RNs. Hospitals hire RNs. Private practices hire RNs. Dialysis centers hire RNs. Plastic surgeons hire RNs. So do you see where I'm going with this? So you're going to find specific industries and the types of companies within those industries who service that industry and trying to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers within those specific companies are having. And then you go and you figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role from the beginning, right? You're going to provide the talent who can do the job and do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Number 15, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business. Health Services Manager. The healthcare sector may undergo more changes over the coming decades than most other industries. Every health and medical organization will need highly knowledgeable leaders and managers to help them adapt to legal, regulatory, and technical changes while still improving the quality and efficiency of the services that they deliver. Health and medical service managers earned a median yearly pay of $99,730 in 2018. About 367,000 job openings may become available in this field over the decade that ends in 2026. All right. You make on the direct hire side around 19,000 a year. And on the temp or contract side, with one contractor, you'll do about 3,000 per month. With 25, you'll do about 81,000 per month. You double that, you triple that, you quadruple that. Oh, are you getting fired up? Yes, you can start a niche health services manager recruitment and staffing business. You can do this. Your job is to have or build a network of these professionals, the good ones, the bad ones, and the absolute amazing ones. All right. Your job is to find specific industries and types of companies within those industries who service that industry, and to find out the types of problems the hiring managers within those specific companies are having. Your job is to figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role. All right. You will provide the talent who can do the job and do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is 100% the solution. Number 14, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business, the data analyst. All right. Yes. Now, thanks to computing advances and a cultural shift toward more tracking and measuring, the amount of data that gets collected every year grows by an astonishing amount. Organizations of every type now have the ability to gather so much detailed information that it's becoming more and more difficult for a lot of them to figure out what it all means. They need professionals who can not only collect the data they need, but also spot patterns, identify past and current trends, and forecast future possibilities. Data analysts earned a median yearly pay of about $67,000 a year in 2019. If you have this business, you start your very own niche recruitment and staffing business. On the direct hire side, you'll make about $13,475 per placement. On the temp contract side, you'll do about $2,000 per month. With one temp or contractor, with 25 contractors, you'll do about $55,000 a month. Yes, you can start a niche recruitment and staffing business focusing solely on the data analyst. You can definitely do this. Your job is to have and or build a network of these data analyst professionals, including the good ones, the bad ones, and the absolute amazing ones. All right. Then your job is to find specific industries that may need a data analyst, and specific companies within those industries who need a data analyst or who service that particular industry and need data analysts. Find out what types of problems the hiring managers within those specific companies are having. Figure out what's going on in the company to where they may need to hire a data analyst. You're going to provide talent who can do the job and who can do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Number 13, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business focusing on the digital content specialist. That's right, the digital content specialist. One of the major cultural revolutions that keeps getting more entrenched is the move towards more dynamic, digital, interactive, and on-demand media. Because of the digital devices that keep us constantly connected to almost any kind of information or entertainment that we want to consume, the need for fresh content that breaks through the noise is never ending. Organizations in every industry are discovering that generating new digital content is becoming a major key to sustaining their effectiveness. Now, the digital content specialists earn a median yearly pay of around $52,000 a year in 2019. If you decided to take on this niche position, you would make on the direct hire side around $10,000 per placement. If you made one temp or contractor placement per month, just one, you would make around $1,700 a month. If you got about 25 contractors on billing, you'll do about $42,000 per month. And this numbers, the salary was based on Glassdoor data in 2019. Pretty cool, right? So that means that you can definitely start a niche digital content specialist recruitment and staffing business, right? Only job you have is to have or to build an entire network of these professionals, meet the good, the bad, and the insanely awesome ones, right? Your job is to find specific industries and types of companies within those industries, or people or companies that serve that industry, and find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those specific companies. Then you're going to figure out what's going in the company to where they need to hire this role. You will provide that talent, the ones who can do the job and do it best for that company. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Rock it out. Woo! Number 12. All right. How to start a niche recruitment and staffing business. Information security analyst. I know you wasn't ready for that one, but get ready because it's serious, all right? Now, as our modern way of life gets more intertwined with computers and dependent on IT, we all become more vulnerable to cyber attacks. So far, we've been lucky that criminal hackers haven't shut down critical infrastructure on a very large scale or for an extended period of time. But that day is probably coming unless we have enough computer security specialists to help the government and essential organizations protect their networks and IT systems. Cybersecurity is a world issue. It's not a business issue. It's not an Atlanta issue. It's not an East Coast issue. It's not a US issue. It is a global world issue. And the bad guys keep getting more sophisticated in their attacks. You can be the change. You can help shift society. You can help impact society on a global scale. All right. In 2018, these information security analysts had a median yearly pay of between $98,000 and $151,000. From 2016 to 2026, about 104,000 jobs are expected to open up for the information security analyst. And let's talk about it. If you make direct hire placements, just one, you're going to get paid anywhere between $19,600 to $30,000. And if you make one contract, you just get one on billing. Let's say you're an information security analyst and you put yourself on billing, or you hire your friend and put them on billing. You'll do somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000 a month. If you get 25 contractors on billing consistently, you're going to do somewhere between $80,000 and $124,000 per month, not year. Okay? That's your salary per month. Think about it. It's a different type of thought process here. Now, I'm just getting you fired up because I really want you to understand that you 100% can start a niche information security analyst recruitment and staffing business. You can do it. Understand? All you have to do is to have or build an entire network of these professionals and have them in your arsenal. I'm talking about the good ones, the bad ones, and the absolute best ones. And then your job is to find specific industries and types of companies, or specific companies who service those types of industries. Find out what types of problems the hiring managers are having within those companies and figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role. You will then provide the talent who can do the job and do it best. Your job is also to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. And guys, we want to just give a quick shout out to Andrea Jordan. Wow! Go Andrea. She is one of our newest staffingpreneurs. As I am filming this, literally, she called in because she was having tech issues. And it really wasn't our website. It was more of just like Andrea Tech, like energy. It was so crazy. But she shared her story, and I'm really super excited to have her as a new staffingpreneur. She joined the Staffingpreneur Group coaching program. She'll be with us for 18 months, 3 semesters. Go, Andrea! Wow! Okay, back to our regularly scheduled business. Number 11. All right, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business Biomedical Engineer. All right, professionals in this field are already starting to revolutionize the healthcare industry. In fact, biomedical engineering is probably one of the best careers to get into if you want to work to have a positive impact in the years ahead. After all, biomedical engineers are involved in all kinds of cutting-edge research and development. For example, many of them get to design things like sophisticated medical devices, artificial organs, bionic body parts, and biological implants. This is serious stuff, right? Biomedical engineers enjoyed a median salary of $95,000 a year to $191,000 a year in 2019. According to ZipRecruiter, you make on the direct hire side between $19,000 and $38,000 per placement. On the temp contract side of things, between $3,000 and $6,000 a month, or $78,000 and $150,000 a month if you have 25 temps or contractors on billing of medical engineers. Now, you can start a biomedical engineer recruitment and staffing business, a niche one, right? And all you have to do is to have and or build an entire network of these professionals. I'm talking about the good, the bad, and the best biomedical engineers that are in the industry. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those types of industries. Then you're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they need to hire this role. Then you'll provide the talent who can do the job and do it at its best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. The Big 10! How to start a niche recruitment and staffing mechanical engineering specialist. Oh yeah, developing some of the most exciting emerging technologies. Increasingly, mechanical engineers and mechanical engineering technicians are involved in the design and testing of things like advanced robots, automation equipment, 3D printing machines, and clean energy devices. In 2018, mechanical engineers earned a median yearly pay of around $87,000 a year. The technicians who helped them made $56,000 a year, and it's projected that between 2016 and 2026, about 212,000 jobs could open up for engineers in the field. In this field, and roughly 42,000 jobs could open up for technicians. You, on this business, on the direct hire side, can make anywhere between $11,000 per placement and $17,500 per placement. On the temp, or this role is typically contract if you're talking about the engineer. If you're talking about the technicians, then it would be maybe temp. But either way, with one on billing, you can do anywhere between $1,800 and $2,800 a month. And with 25 on billing, you can do anywhere between $46,000 and $71,000 a month, right? So you can start a mechanical engineering specialist recruitment and staffing business. All you've got to do is to have and or build an entire network of these professionals, including the good, bad, and the best, right? The super best. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to figure out the types of problems that those hiring managers are having within those specific companies. You're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they need to hire this role, and then you're going to provide the talent who can do the job and do it at its absolute best, all right? Your job is also to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is 100% the solution. Number 9, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business in the electronics engineering space. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Like mechanical engineering pros, a lot of people in this field get to help design, test, and evaluate leading edge technologies. As electronic circuitry and other components get smaller, more complex, more powerful, it's up to these professionals to figure out how to take advantage of the latest technological advances. They may help develop things like better computers, automated machinery, handheld medical devices, and navigation and communications equipment. Going forward, some of them may even get to work on things like self-driving cars. That's freaking awesome. In 2018, median salaries were about $114,000 for computer hardware engineers, about $102,000 for other electronics engineers, and $64,000 for technicians. From 2016 to 2026, job openings are expected to total $51,000 for computer hardware engineers, $92,000 for other electronics engineers, and $121,000 a year for electronics engineering technicians. If you start this business and you focus on the electronics engineering space, your direct hire fees, the placement that you'll get, the check that you'll get, will be somewhere between $12,000 and $22,000 per placement. If you place these gentlemen or ladies on the contract side, just one on billing would yield you between $2,000 and $3,700 a month. You get 21 on billing consistently, you're raking in somewhere around $52,000 and $94,000 per month. All right. You can definitely start an electronics engineering specialist recruitment and staffing business. And all you have to do is to have and or build an entire network of these professionals. That means you've got to reach out to the good ones, the bad ones, and the absolutely freaking phenomenally amazing ones. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those specific industries. Then you're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role, right? Then you will provide the talent who can do the job and do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is 100% the solution. Number 8, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business. The blockchain developer. All right, you've probably heard of the digital cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. But how much do you know about the underlying technology that makes it possible? Blockchain technology works as a distributed cryptographic ledger that can make economic and other types of transactions decentralized, faster, and more private. It's a bit hard to understand, but many experts believe that blockchain technology will eventually be just as world-changing as the internet. That's why professionals in 2018, they earned the median yearly pay of $127,000 to $172,000 a year. And we're actually going to go back to the calculator here because I like it when I get to see big numbers. We talked about the salary here being around $127,000 a year with a 20% fee. That means your fee would be somewhere around $25,000. I'm going to actually put the other salary in here at $172,000. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. 172. Oh, D. Williams, get it together. $172,000 at a 20% fee. And you see here that that fee can be up to $34,400. Now, naturally, if your fee is 30%, which I have a client right now out in Jersey, and he just landed a contract where his fee was 30%, the salary would be somewhat a little bit lower, but it does increase that rate a little bit, in some instances drastically, depending on the niche title. So there is room there for you. All right. Now, if that salary is at $127,000 a year, we're going to go here. That hourly rate is going to be around $63 an hour. So that's $63.50 an hour. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that and look, and we're somewhere around $4,170 a month with one contractor on billing. With 25 on billing, we're around $104,000 a month. Do you see the difference? Now, what if that salary was at the $172,000 a year mark? At $172,000 a year, we're talking about $86 per hour. $86 an hour, one person on billing, we're around $5,600 a month. We have about 25 people on billing, we're talking about $141,000 per month, right? So, blockchain developer, direct hire, you're doing between $25,000 and $34,000 a placement. On the contract, $4,000 to $5,000 a month. With one contractor, or 25 contractors, $104,000 to $141,000 a month. You can definitely start a niche blockchain developer recruitment and staffing business. All you have to do is to have and or build an entire network of these professionals. I'm talking about the junior ones, the senior levels, the mid levels, the good, the bad, and the best, right? Then your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries to find out what types of problems the hiring managers are having within those specific industries and those companies, right? You're going to find out what's going on in the company to where they need to hire this role. Then you're going to provide the talent who can do the job and do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Number 7. All right, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business. Computer network architect. Woo! I know, you're fired up. You can't help yourself, can you? All right, computer network architect, design and build data communication networks, including local area networks, which are LANs, wide area networks, which are called WANs, and intranets. Network architects must have extensive knowledge of an organization's business plan to design a network that can help the organization achieve its goals. All right. In 2018, they earned a median yearly pay of between $91,000 and $135,000. There are about 112,000 workers and a 6.5% projected employment change from 2016 to 2026. On the direct hire side, you'll make somewhere between $18,000 and $27,000 per placement. On the contract side, with one contractor, you'll do somewhere between $3,000 and $4,500 a month. If you get about 25 contractors on billing consistently for a year, you'll do between $75,000 and $111,000 per month. You can definitely start a computer network architect recruitment and staffing business niche agency. I have placed tons of network architects and they are the most amazing guys on the planet. So if you're one watching, kudos. Like, I truly love you. You're like, the tech that you share with me is just so amazing and like, okay. So now your job is to have and or build an entire network of these professionals, including the good, the bad, the best. Make sure that you have the junior, senior, mid level. Your job is also to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries and to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those specific companies. And then you're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role, right? You will provide talent who can do the job and who can do it at its absolute best. And then your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Number 6. Now, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business. Freelance bug bounty hunters. Say that 50 times back to back quickly. All right, now listen. 0-day exploits are predicted to rise from 1 per week in 2015 to 1 per day by 2021. Flaws in software code which create vulnerabilities have created a bug bounty economy with big payouts to elite freelance hackers. In 2019, they earned a median yearly pay of $250,000 to a whopping $500,000 a year. Whoa! Are you choking? Because I'm definitely choking on this one. All right. So on the direct hire, guess what? You can make $50,000 to $100,000 per placement. Look at this. $250,000. That's a $50,000 placement. $500,000. That's a $100,000 placement. You find one of these folks and you place one, and that's your check. Holy crap. Okay. Now, if you have one contractor on billing, you can do somewhere between $8,000 and $16,000 per month. If you have 25 on billing for the whole year, you'll do somewhere between $205,000 and $410,000 per month. So freaking awesome. So yes, you can definitely start a freelance bug bounty hunter niche recruitment and staffing business. And all you have to do is to have and or build a network of these professionals. Get a pool of these guys together. Like, spend some time, get to know them, learn about them, get them in your ATS. All right. You want to talk to the good ones, the bad ones. You want to talk to the absolute amazing ones, the ones that are shaping, like really taking society over by storm. Then you also want to, get the juniors, the freelance, the full-time, what have you. And then you're going to go out and your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries and to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those specific companies, right? Then you're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role. And then you're going to provide the talent who can do the job and who can do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Hello. Number 5, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business. Cybersecurity sales engineers. Yes. Okay. What? Me? Sales? For cybersecurity pros that say yep to that, it can mean a big bump in pay, as much as 50%. Switching over from coding to giving demos is upward mobility for more and more people in this field. The median salary in 2019 that they earned was a pay of $200,000 plus. All right. So if you make a direct hire placement for a cybersecurity sales engineer, it could be $40,000 per placement. All right. On the contract side, if you have one of these guys on billing for a year, that's $6,500 a month. 25 on billing for a year, $164,000 per month. Yes, you can start a niche cybersecurity sales engineer recruitment and staffing business. And all you've got to do is to have and or build an entire network of these professionals, right? Then your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries and to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those industries and those companies. You're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they need to even hire this role, right? Then you're going to provide the talent who can do the job and do it best. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Number 4, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business. Lead software security engineer. Yes. All right. In some companies, this position pays more than it does to the CISO, which is your Chief Information Security Officer. Software plus soft skills equals big pay for aspiring programmers with a senior management role in their sites. These are your top coders with leadership skills, and they are a rare breed. This would be a super profitable niche recruitment and staffing business. Whoever decides to take this on, I hope and pray that they are a lead software engineer or an architect or a lead software security engineer that really wants to highlight some of the amazing talent that's out there on the market. In 2019, they earned a median yearly pay of $225,000 per year in salary. If you make this your niche for every direct hire placement you make, and the fee is around 20%, you'll get about $4,500 per placement. I'm sorry, let me repeat that. You'll get $45,000 per placement. Check yourself, D. Williams. What are you talking about? Don't try to slight them. Hello. Okay. Now, if you get one of these amazing lead software security engineers on contract, you'll do about $7,000 a month. Once you get 25 on contract consistently for the year, you'll do about $184,000 per month. You can absolutely start a niche lead software security engineer recruitment and staffing business. You can definitely do this. The only thing you've got to do, your job is to either have and or build an entire network of these professionals. Okay? Senior, junior, mid-level, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Caribbean islands, India, Australia, the good ones, the bad ones, the great ones, the amazing ones, the awesome ones. These are rare breeds, so you want to go hard with this particular niche. Then your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the types of problems the hiring managers are having within those specific companies, right? And then you're going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire the role. Then you'll provide them with the talent that they need to do the job at its absolute best level, right? And then your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Number 3, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business, Deputy Chief Information Security Officer. This is the DCISO. That's right, I said it, the DCISO. All right, now, there's a lot of data published on the cybersecurity sheriff's compensation, but not much for the emerging new position of deputy. Large organizations are starting to put these people in place as a part of their succession planning. Exactly how much they earn is hard to say, but they're certainly aiming for a future CISO position and salary. In 2019, they earned a median yearly pay between $200,000 and $250,000 working in a Fortune 500 organization. So your direct hire placement would be somewhere between $40,000 and $50,000 per placement. On the contract side, you'll do between $65,000 and $8,000 per month for one contractor. And we typically, once you start getting into the executive space, that's like interim staffing, right? Because these folks are not typically on staff for years, although in some instances they can be. If you have 25 Deputy Chief Information Security Officers on billing for the course of a year, you'll do somewhere between $164,000 and $205,000 per month. You can start a niche Deputy Chief Information Security Officer, recruitment, and interim staffing business. And all you have to do is to have and or build an entire network of Deputy Chief Information Security Officers. I'm talking the good, bad, and the best ones. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the problems that the hiring managers within those specific companies are having. You're then going to figure out what's going on in the company to where they need to hire this role. Your job would then be to provide the talent who can actually do this job and do it at its optimal level. And then your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. Woo! Number 2, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business. Chief Information Security Officer, the CISO. All right, now listen. A Chief Information Security Officer, also known as a CISO, is the senior level executive within an organization responsible for establishing and maintaining the enterprise vision, strategy, and program to ensure information assets and technologies are adequately protected. Woo! That was a lot. All right. Now, in 2019, they earned a median pay of $380,000 to $420,000 a year at Fortune 500 companies. They also earned a median pay between $150,000 and $200,000 a year in mid-sized companies. All right. So on the direct hire side, you can make anywhere between $30,000 and $84,000 per placement, depending on the company size. And you can do anywhere between $12,000 and $13,000 per month in revenue if you have one contractor on billing, and $300,000 and $344,000 per month if you have up to 25 CISOs on billing. Serious business, because you can start your very own niche Chief Information Security Officer recruitment and staffing business. All right. All you got to do is to have and or build an entire network of these professionals, including the good, bad, and the best. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the types of problems the hiring managers within those specific companies are having. Figure out what's going on in the company to where they even need to hire this role. Then you're going to provide that talent who can go out and do the job and do it at its optimal level. Your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. It is, I promise. All right, you ready? Number 1, how to start a niche recruitment and staffing business, the Chief Executive Officer. All right, now, a Chief Executive Officer is the highest ranking officer in a company whose primary responsibilities include making major corporate decisions, managing the overall operations and resources of a company, acting as the main point of communication between the board of directors, the board and corporate operations and being the public face of the company. A CEO is elected by the board and its shareholder. In 2019, they earned a median yearly pay of between $148,000 and $318,000 a year. If you decide that chief executive officers are going to be your niche space, this is more on the executive search side, but for one placement, you'll make around $29,000 a year, all the way up to $63,000 a year per placement. All right. If you have them on an interim side, one interim executive you would earn between $4,800 and $10,000 a month. Of 25 interim executives consistently on billing, or at least monthly, you'll do between $120,000 and $260,000 a month. Right? You can start a niche chief executive officer recruitment and interim staffing business. All you have to do is to have and or build an entire network of these professionals. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the types of problems the hiring managers within those specific companies are having. You want to figure out what's going on in the company to where they need to hire this role, and then you want to provide that talent. Only the ones, though, who can do the best job in that role. And then your job is to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. All right? Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the number one solution. Okay, now, because I love you, I just wanted to give you a bonus because, this is how I really went from being a recruiter to owning my own niche recruitment and staffing business to being like someone who people thought like I would never achieve these amazing things, to earning $500,000, then $1 million plus in my niche recruitment and staffing business, which is why I get to tell people about this. And I'm still growing my recruitment and staffing business every day. I just don't recruit as much as you all do because I get to do stuff like this. I get to train and coach and go into companies and help develop recruiters. But when I do recruit, let me tell you, I get fired up. Let me just tell you, it is something that just warms my soul okay, you don't want to hear all that. All right. So here's our bonus niche. All right. How to start a niche recruitment and staffing business. That's me right there. Sources and recruiters. Come on now. Listen. The recruiter helps keep the candidate and hiring company connected through the recruiting, interviewing, and hiring process. That may mean communicating information between the two parties, including delivering the good or bad news when the company makes the hiring decision. And there are like different types of recruiters out there. Like there are niche recruiters that are out there that you can tap into. And then you have recruiters that are in nonprofits. You have recruiters that are in corporate America, and you have recruiters that are in the staffing industry. So you can even break it down to that niche level. In my business, we focus on all recruiters and all sources just because I've been in this industry so long. I have so many LinkedIn groups where I manage recruiters. I work with so many recruiters. I mean, like and I'm connected to over 30,000 recruiting and HR professionals on LinkedIn. It just makes sense that I stay within my space. And I know everybody. What recruiter or sourcer doesn't know D. Williams? If you don't know me, reach out to me on LinkedIn right now. We need to hook up. For real. Everybody knows me, right? So it just makes things so much easier. And I work with companies that also solely specialize in placing sources and recruiters. So if I can't do it, I'll push it out to one of my sister companies and we make things happen, right? So if you're thinking about competing with D. Williams, I said it, okay? In 2019, they earned a median yearly pay of between $35,000 and $105,000 a year. On the direct hire side, you'll make between $7,000 and $21,000 per placement. On the contract side, it's not always based on the yearly salary. Contract recruiters are like a whole special space. So for one contract recruiter, you could do anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 per month. You get 25 on billing. You can do anywhere between $123,000, $243,000 per month. You can really rock it out in this business if you go hard. Like recruiters are always going to be needed during the recession, before the recession, after the recession, in the recession, around the recession. If there's no recession, recruiters are always going to be needed. You know why? Because we are freaking search geeks. We're people geeks. We're sales geeks. We are geeks. All right, that's why nobody wants to do the job that we want to do, but we're so passionate about what we do, right, recruiters, right, sourcers? We love you. All right, now you can start a niche recruiter, a niche sourcer and recruiter, recruitment and staffing business. And all you have to do is to have and or build an entire network of these professionals. Don't get the bad ones because they screw everything up. Only the good and the best in recruitment and staffing. Your job is to find and identify specific industries and the types of companies within those industries, and to find out the types of problems that the hiring managers are having within those specific companies, and figure out what's going on in the company. You know, like, why do they even need to hire this role? Okay, then you're going to provide them with talent who can do the job and do it at the optimal level, because we're talking about people. We're talking about hiring people. And let me just tell you, when you're talking about freaking hiring people, this isn't just about recruiters and sourcers, but this is in general. And I'm getting real personal and sensitive right now because I absolutely love recruitment and staffing. But when you're talking about hiring people, you're talking about people's lives, right? You're talking about the job that they're going to go to every day. You're talking about how they're going to eat, how they're going to live, what they're going to wear, what they're going to drive. You're going to talk about their well-being, right? We're talking about companies that are absolutely changing the world, that are delivering to the world, companies that are impacting the world, that actually need amazing talent. And recruiters actually and sources go and find that talent and make that match. And that's what you and I do. And if you're in this niche, you get to find the people who do that. And that's why I love being in this niche. I'm not selling you this niche because I don't want you competing with me, but I do want to put the opportunity out there because there's enough room for all of us out there. I promise you it is. I am not greedy. Okay. If it's like really good bread pudding, then a little bit greedy. If it is a sexy, hot, smart, intelligent brother, I'm probably really greedy. But when it comes to recruitment and staffing, I'm not greedy at all. So let's just share, all right? So your job will also be to build a reputable brand and to become a thought leader within your niche space. Your niche recruitment and staffing business is the solution. So let me ask you a question. If you got fired up about this video, all right, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to subscribe to my channel, and I want you to like this video because I gave you a lot of information. Woo! Right? Yes. We got to clap on that. But also, what I want you to do is I want you to go to LinkedIn and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and Twitter and check out our podcast and just like join the movement and get involved and share with other people, because this is my way, or at least one of my ways, to giving back to society in a great way. Now, I also have classes available. All right. So if you want to join Staffingpreneurs Academy, you just want to start up. Right? You just want to take 7 weeks to start up if you join our online group coaching program. You can do that at staffingpreneursacademy.com. Now, if you want to go beyond the 7 weeks, once you get the business set up, we have another program that you can join that we'll help you land your first contract and your first couple of contracts and get the business and pipeline all your talent and all that great stuff. Or if you're already in that space and you're working from home or you're trying to get it together and you need that fire and that motivation, you can join the program too, because we'd love to have you there. And let me tell you, we get fired up. Our first class, first week, folks had contracts. This is real-ish, right? So really, really cool stuff. We have classes. We have 4 more graduations in 2019 coming up. I think 3 or 4. So you have lots of opportunities if you're watching this video in 2019 to graduate. And if you're watching it after that, come on in because we got room for you. Now, if you're not ready to sign up for my class yet, God forbid, I don't know why you would even think that. Like at this point, you should be fired up and like, ooh, gotta get there, right? But if you're not there, that's okay. And you're just trying to get an idea. Okay, is this for me? Or let me just get a couple of things and get started because I'm not sure if I'm ready for Dee Williams. She's just like on fire. I get that, right? So we have resources available at recruitmentstore.com. You can check out some things. You can get some digital downloads. You can get some free, not free. You can get some courses there, like your contracts, your fee agreements. Oh my gosh, the calculator. You can also get it at recruitmentstore.com as well. So like enjoy. This is literally free for you.